Hey guys, so welcome back to our Banyo series, and for those na bago pa lang sa panonood nito, this is actually being shoot here sa CR, and my intention is, since madalas ako talaga nagsi-CR at ang tagal-tagal ko mag-CR, definitely let's create contents, sharing things, sharing my experiences for particular days, mga bagay na trending, mga bagay na dapat pag-usapan. This is the venue that I actually established for that to be talked about. So, let's get it on. So, for today's episode, I'm gonna be discussing to you what are the things that I actually considered back when I decided to buy a couple of properties, especially condominiums here in Metro. Pinaka-latest ko is actually yung last year lang. So, dalawang unit last year. Last 2 years ago, kasi 2025 pala ngayon. So, the first unit that I actually bought was way back 2018. It's a pre-selling condominiums under DMCI. And it was actually turned over last quarter of the year 2024. So, ayan, yun na actually ang aking titirahan in the coming days. So watch out for that particular series. So I documented some of the things that I actually did with that one. So what are the things that I actually considered when I bought these properties? So number one is actually know your purpose. Why are you buying the property? Knowing the purpose, kung kailangan mo ba ito or may paggagamitan ka. In my case, I actually bought those properties for two reasons. One is for independency. Gusto ko talaga nakasarili ako, and I wanted to learn more things on my own. That's one. And then the other one is actually to have my passive income. Buying properties na, alam mo yun, pwede kong paupahan, pwede kong gawing parentahan and for either staycation. So those are actually my reasons why I bought this property. Now, when you already define kung ano yung reasons mo, then you establish the other factors. Like for example, if you want to live in this property, or you want to live in this property, what are the things na will beneficial for you? So yun yung second factor natin, which is the location. So knowing the location of the property is really important, lalo kung titiran mo siya. Ano ba yung location or yung area nung property na bibilihin mo na malapit sa school, sa mall, supermarket, hospitals, transportations. Yun ang yung dapat mo i-consider. Kasi mahirap magbiyahe here in the Philippines, especially within the metro. So, much better talaga na parang alam mo yun, malapit ka as much as possible to the things that you need. And then aside from that, kung gagawin mo namang passive income itong property nito, then definitely look for a location that is on high demand. Especially dun sa mga maraming nagtatrabaho, business areas, mahirap ang transportation, pwede rin, di ba? Definitely, that's a good location for your purpose of passive income na parentahan mo yung property. Then, once you're able to establish what specific locations, look for the right developer. Ano ba yung developer na magsuswak sa'yo? Because there are other condominiums na alam mo yun, okay naman yung qualities, pero very expensive and sobrang liit. O kaya naman meron namang ibang condominiums na malaki, affordable, pero medyo mahirap mahirap pangit ang quality nung building or kaya nung mismong condominium. O kaya naman is pangit yung admin, something like that. So you have to know your developer and also the name of the condominium itself, because it really matters. I like to share with you that I was actually been couple of condominiums across here in Mandaluyong and even in Pasig. And I was able to experience different kind of condominiums, different kinds of developers of those condominiums from very small unit na alam mo yun sobrang siksikan, o kaya naman is a condominium that is good for condo sharing. So naranasan ko yan wherein yung space ko lang is actually just the room, and then the rest is being shared with the other people that I really don't know of. And yun, tapos meron naman na sobrang spacious, but at the same time medyo luma na yung building. So yun, may mga ganong factors. So know what's the history of the developer and also the name that was established by that developer. So that's the third one. The fourth one is the schemes, o ano ba yung fits you in terms of payment. So in my case, yun talaga yung isa rin sa kinonsider ko. Kung may maraming discounts, what would be the best way to get that particular assets. Kasi sa opinion ko is okay lang naman if you guys wanted to save money and then buy it na full cash payment, o kaya naman is talagang mag-iipon ka muna bago ka bumili ng property. That's fine, it's your choice. But definitely in my case, gusto ko medyo nagagamit ko na at the same time. Yun yung isa sa factor ko at the same and also hindi siya ganun ka-heavy in terms of payment. Kasi hindi naman ako makakapaglabas talaga ng pera na malaki agad right away. So, kaya nga tayo nagtatrabaho at nag-iisip ng more ways to earn money. So definitely schemes and how to pay matters. Marami na ngayon condominiums that actually offers very flexible packages like rent to own, wherein you just have to pay a certain amount and then you will be able to live there already. Like for example, itong si bought 2023. So meron siyang rent-to-own schemes wherein I was able to just pay the down payment and move in agad ako. Like after 3 months of approval or 4 months of approval, so nakapag-move in agad ako. And the rest is being handled by the bank through bank financing or bank loan. So hindi ganun ka-heavy. Tapos meron namang ibang condominiums that actually have this kind of package na talaga maengganyo ka, wherein just like my from a 3.9 million to a 3 million flat with a cashback of 150. So parang wow, that's really a good deal already. So yun, kaya nabili natin yung third property natin last 2023 also. So schemes and mode of payments, or how do you pay the property, actually also matters to me. So those are the things na hopefully helps you in terms of buying this kind of property. So I hope those 4 factors helps you to consider in terms of buying property. I can actually put some additional details in the comment sections and even the descriptions of this video for you to to look for the same developers that I actually able to experience already, plus yung mga tumulong sa akin in terms of buying property. And lastly, I really wanted to thank everyone that helps me with buying these properties. Hindi lang naman ito nanggaling sa aking pananaw at sa aking hinuha or sa aking isip. I actually consulted a couple of people. I actually asked help for a couple of people just to get to what I already been. And sobrang thankful ako for those people that helped me financially, and also those that really helps me to to decide whether I should or should not. Okay, so I think that's it for this video, and I hope you learned something from it. I'm gonna be posting more videos of some of the units some of the units. More videos of my properties, and yung iba dito actually may mga parang na-shoot ko na a couple of months ago, and I really wanted to share to you guys those informations kung paano naman yung processing, yung transitioning from the property hanggang dun sa matirahan mo. So meaning, it's more of like designing the look and feel of the properties that you bought. So, ayun lang, and I hope you learn. Like I said, I hope you learn, and let me know in the comments below if you have thoughts on your end and some questions on your end that I can answer. So, yes, that's it for our banyo series, and I hope you guys will be able to, to subscribe to my social media accounts, and also be an active viewer of this content, and please comment kung ano pa yung mga things that you wanted me to improve, because this is actually my way to improve things. Bye bye.